रिग्रेशन जो है ना वो सबसे मतलब मिसयूज्ड है, सबसे ज्यादा मिसयूज्ड। जिसको हम रिग्रेशन बोलते हैं वो सिंपली तो OLS है, ऑर्डिनरी लिस्ट स्क्वायर रिग्रेशन। इसके 10 अजम्पशंस हैं, उनको तो कोई चेक ही नहीं करता। 10 अजम्पशंस हैं इसके, वो चेक करने चाहिए सारे। लीनियरिटी है डाटा में, ये पहला अजम्पशन है, इट इज कॉल्ड लीनियर डाटा। आपका रिलेशनशिप है ऐसा, ये तो नॉन लीनियर है। OLS कैसे लगा रहे हो? OLS नहीं लगना चाहिए, राइट? Likewise, there are so many other assumptions. So regression is a very vast family. Ordinal regression is one. Then you have weighted regression. Then you have logit regression, multinomial regression, non-linear regression. इतनी तरह के regression है. तो यहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे? We will relate this and this, this and this. This is through SEM. So what is SEM? SEM actually talks about the two things, one the CFA and second the path analysis. SEM comprises of two things, one exactly, मतलब मेरी पर्सनल ये है, रिजल्ट अच्छे सिर्फ तब आते हैं, यानी एक तरह से रिग्रेशन तो हमने सीधा फाइनेंस वालों को दे दिया, तुम ले लो है। The moment you put as the scale का मतलब localized 1 to 5, 1 to 7, 1 to 9, something like that, और आपका ये आपके इसमें आ जाएगा। ये तो लगता ही तब है कि आपका आपने लिया अर्निंग पर शेयर दिया हुआ है और डिविडेंड रेशो लिया है, कुछ और लिया है, वहाँ पे कुछ भी हो सकती है रेंज। How to check the scatter diagram से? सर देखिए, जब आप रियल लाइफ में काम करते हैं ना, तब कहानी बिल्कुल अलग है, किताबों में बिल्कुल अलग लिखी हुई। स्कैटर डायग्राम के बिना तो आप चल ही नहीं सकते। रिग्रेशन के आप सोच रहे हैं, स्कैटर डायग्राम के बिना चल ही नहीं सकते। कोई तो बताएगा रिलेशनशिप कैसा है, लीनियर है, नॉन लीनियर है।
सैंपल साइज इज लार्ज, लाइक दैट विल फॉलो इन कॉम्बिनेशन।
उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। स्कैटर डायग्राम का हम करके देखेंगे, कितना ही हो 6000 हो तो भी स्कैटर डायग्राम विल बी सेम। स्कैटर डायग्राम में क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? और दूसरा अच्छी बात है कि मैंने तो बनाना है, सॉफ्टवेयर में बनाना है, राइट? नाउ लुक फॉर,
इसमें सर हम जब रिग्रेशन लगाते हैं, like happening की जो relation की like you will use data structure ratio scale as per the assumption, right? When you are converting a Likert scale, like you are having 5 statements from strongly disagree to strongly agree, and you are giving a number to them 1 2 3 4, it will ultimately this is the conversion of ordinal scale to the ratio scale.
Nice, नहीं सर, ये तो हम आपके आने से पहले ये डिस्कस कर रहे थे, strongly disagree, disagree, neutral और neither agree nor disagree. Are you saying this is 2 times?
No.
How come it's a ratio?
But basically you are giving a sense to the customer or the consumer, like how we are feeling.
It is more, it is less. Only that much question. We cannot say this is 2 times of this. Reason being, if you say, मैं कहूँगा क्यों सर मेरा तो ऐसा दिल कर रहा है कोड ये लेने का, कोड ही तो है 1 2 3 4 है, सिंपली कोड मेरा तो 44 लेने का कोड का दिल कर रहा है. It is not 2 times. Doesn't make sense. It's a simply a number. Simply a number. Basically तो ये हो रहा है ना सर, यहाँ पे इनके बारे में हम बात कर ही नहीं सकते, इनका क्या गैप है, इसका कितने टाइम्स है, कोई सेंस ही नहीं बनी इस बात की, क्योंकि ये जीरो थोड़ी है, ये जीरो नहीं है। यू नो, इसका मतलब है कि भाई नहीं, मैं आई वांट टू लाइक नीदर एग्री नॉट डिसएग्री, ये पॉजिटिव में नेगेटिव में समथिंग लाइक दैट। तो इसमें यू कैन सिंपली राइट बिफोर वी गो फॉर T, when you go for the regression, if your data is both ratio, then go for regression. If your data is scale, then go for SEM.
So once we resort to SEM, it means the smaller range that we have taken for Likert scale doesn't bother us.
Say it again.
When we are going for SEM and we have taken interval data, say Likert scale, and 1 to 5, the range is again very small. That's okay with it? With SEM? As you are saying, we cannot resort to regression.
Yes. Reason being, in the SEM we don't work on the data. We process on the data and then we additional calculations are there. Hence it gives better result. You might have seen this sort of diagram. अगर आपने ऐसा डायग्राम देखा है CFA में SEM पे, so मेजर तो ये क्या है ना, 1 to 5 में तो ये है, ये क्या है?
कंस्ट्रक्ट
कहाँ से आए, मतलब कुछ कैलकुलेशन तो होंगी ना,
CFA से आए होंगे ना?
CFA से आए ना, तो रिजल्ट हम इनके बीच में देख रहे हैं। वहाँ पर हम इसका एवरेज ले रहे थे, इसका एवरेज ले रहे थे, उसके बीच में देख रहे थे। और द प्रॉब्लम विद द एवरेज इज until unless it's a very skewed data, average always comes around 3. लीकर्ट स्केल पे 1 to 5 है आपका, ये भी 3 आ रहा था, इसका एवरेज ये भी 3 आ रहा था, वो रिलेशनशिप पता नहीं क्या होगा। माय पॉइंट इज यू टेक दिस मच, ये कैसे कैलकुलेट करें, ये एसएम करेगा, ये करे और इनका रिलेशनशिप, दैट इज समवhat बेटर। Hold with your questions, let's have a cup of tea and then we'll shoot out. You need to first make a scale. You have to prove it, it's a content valid, people say it's a valid. You must establish convergent estimate validity. Make a study, get a paper published, and after that one more person should use your scale and show that okay results are there. Then it will be established. That's it. That's simple.
तो impact factor का भी ऐसा consideration है क्या? अगर लिखने वाले का छपा हो तो validity-
See, the point is the impact factor. It's not very clear. Till date, it's not very clear because if you know about impact factor, it's calculated for the last 2 years. Now you will be surprised and maybe shocked to know that there is a Indian Journal of Marketing that's in Delhi. Its impact factor is same as that of decision by IIM Kolkata. If you have seen, with all due respect to IGM has done a yeoman services in the field of marketing. It's been there from a long time. But recently, they have made it paid 2,500 rupees. And it's not only about the money, the level. Certainly, I would say it's bad, but I don't think decision and this you can compare. This is a decision from IIM Kolkata. Getting a paper published in decision, it takes something. It takes matter. And IGM, well, relatively relaxed. One reason is IGM is monthly, because when a journal is monthly, so there is a onus on the publisher to produce as many papers. So the two cannot be compared, but their impact factor is identical. So what is the story? So that raises another question mark. What is the formula for calculating impact factor?
And who is calculating?
Who is calculating? So one point is,
Thomson Reuters is calculating
or ABC in Delhi, Varshakur Basti is calculating. So the point is, one of the factor is in calculating impact factor is circulation. So IGM will be available in any damn college, maybe Bhavana, and in some street of Bhavana there is a college, they will have a IGM. But decision is very less. Circulation is less as compared to IGM. So circulation is one, and second thing is number of citations, the author's albeit. Now citation, how you can calculate the citation which is offline? Citations online can be calculated, but offline citation how to calculate? So still people are not very sure about the impact factor. They talk about the impact factor. So I was asked in NIT at the time of interview, do you have an impact factor journal? I said yes. I didn't tell it's Indian Journal of Marketing. Otherwise they could have degraded it. So the point is how to calculate it. Let's come to the data cleaning, the most important point. How many of you have already attended any workshop at SEM or CFA? Okay, only 2, 3, 4. Well, the first workshop of SEM which I took, this was in Jalandhar. The participants were only 12, and lovely professional university. When I started, the all 12 said, sir, we know A to Z of SEM. We are here simply to ask our doubts. We have paid the money only to ask our doubts. The doubt is, what the resource persons generally do, they simply say, well, this is the data, apply CFI, GFI, and they give you a very clean file. Nobody tells you how to work on your data. When you go home, you apply on your data, there is no results. And you are again in a, transfix how to improve the data. I'm not here teaching you any sort of, piracy or that sort of thing. But there is something called data cleaning, which is the essence. We can't take data from the respondent because respondent has given it. Take an example. I asked, do you have a car? Yes, no. If yes, which model? Now a person has replied no and Maruti. Do you have a car? No. Which model? Alto. What do you do to this respondent? Will you take it because see only respondent has given it, so I will take the data, or you will make that either this is wrong or this is wrong, something wrong. Simply anybody can come in and give any absurd result. I can't take it's a good result. I have to go for the data cleaning. Up to 10 to 15% of the data need to be cleaned, and there where we come with the issue of pilot study. Please look for whenever you conduct a pilot study, you apply any damn technique except factor analysis. In pilot study, factor analysis is never ever applied because the first fundamental principle is sample size should be 10 times the number of statements. Now you say my my statements are 25. I have taken a sample of 50 because that's what is pilot study. So you say I am applying KMO and it says KMO is not positively defined or the error is coming. It cannot be applied. But what is the basic purpose? That will come to tomorrow when we will come to the concept of reliability. But before that, let me complete this table. First we will check for the outliers. Outliers are possible only in the ratio data. I am taking it this separately, ordinal rank separately. Outliers are possible only and only in the ratio data. Nowhere else outlier can be there. Why? Nominal data. It's a categorical questions. 4 or 5 categories are there. You will give category code. Which newspaper you read? Times of India, Hindu, Hindustan Times, Tribune. So how will you enter the data? 1, 2, 3, 4 coding. So there cannot be any outlier. Outlier is a number which is sufficiently away from the rest of the numbers, very small or very large. Now look for, if I ask for sale of a company. Sale of a company, it can be 100, 120, another was this and 150. Now this number is very away from the rest of the numbers. In ratio data, when we enter, though it's an advanced workshop, but again let's check the fundamentals once again. When we have where the coding is required at the time of data entry, nominal required, ordinal required. Coding is required in nominal data because you will make code 1, 2, 3, 4. In ordinal again code 1, 2, 3, 4. Rank, no coding will be required at the time of data entry in SPSS. Reason being, the respondent has already converted that into the rank, into the code. When you say I have given brand B as the rank 1, brand A as the rank 2, rank 3, you have already coded that into 1, 2, 3, 4. No coding is required. And ratio, there is no coding possible. Why not possible? I want to measure the sales of the company. It can be anything from rupees 1 to 10 lakh. But if you say no, I will make code like up to 5,000 one code, 5 to 10,000 code, what you have done? It's no longer a ratio measurement, it's ordinal measurement. Are you getting my point? If you write sale of the company, or if you are taking it from the secondary literature, it's a ratio measurement. But if you write sales A 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, so what you have done? This is no longer a ratio measurement, it's a ordinal measurement. Isn't it? So, what can happen in these others? There can be typing mistake, which I say is the improper code. Now, sir was just saying that there cannot be any outlier in the nominal ordinal. Agreed. But at the time of entry, 2 can be 22. Can't there be any typing mistake? So 2 can be typed as the 22. So wherever codes are there, improper codes can be there. Wherever the codes are there, this is actually the typing mistake. And before starting, we must work on it. Here Excel is very helpful.
स्केल में टाइपिंग एरर हो सकता है?
क्यों नहीं हो सकता? लिकट स्केल पे आप 1 से 5 तक एंटर कर रहे हैं. हाँ, रैंकिंग में भी हो सकता है. बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो. रेशो में नहीं होगा. रेशो में कोई कोड नहीं. हाँ, यहाँ पे हो सकता है. Thanks for correction. And the beautiful thing about it is we shouldn't use SPSS. Excel is wonderful for it. In this 3-day workshop, we will talk a lot about MS Excel because all data cleaning and supplementary analysis I prefer to do in MS Excel. You can simply note down what we will talk about. Conditional formatting, that we will talk about of MS Excel. Data analysis menu. and some formula, user defined formula, not the functions. That's it. We will use these 2-3 things alone. Okay, next comes missing frequency. SEM or CFA ask you that the file should not contain any missing frequency. There should not be any missing frequency in CFA or SEM. So you must work on this. Let's start from here. How to handle the missing frequency. Let's start from this. Ratio 1. If the entire data set of the same, for example, I have measured the weight of the 400 automobiles and 2 were missing. So what we will do? We will replace by the series mean. If the data is of ratio, mean makes sense. Mean doesn't make sense in the nominal ordinal. Male code 1, female code 2, mean is 1.3. Doesn't make any sense. In the ratio data, whenever there is a missing frequency, replace it by the series mean if entire data set is of the same sort. But if I have taken car, truck, bike, the data is given, this is missing. Will it make sense by replacing by the series mean? It will be something very weird. A mean of car and truck and the bike, something. I am taking as the weight, vehicle weight. So what should be done? It's a better to replace by the mean of the all the trucks. Yes or no? Okay, very logical. So if the entire data set is of the same nature, replace by the series mean. If that is all not of the same nature, replace by the category mean. Replace by the category mean. So how to calculate the series mean? You can simply write the SPSS menu. Series mean, go to transform, and in the transform there are number of options. You can do the same thing in number of manner. Number 1 is recode into same variable. This is one, recode into same variable. Recoding can be done by on the basis of algorithm, or you can do it by replace missing value. There is another menu. Replace missing frequency. 2 menus are available, recode or replace missing frequency for series mean. How to find out the category mean? In SPSS the menu is category mean. Go to analyze, compare means. Compare mean is the home for all parametric test, and the first one is means. Analyze, compare means, means. This is where you can find out the category wise mean. Mean for the truck, mean for the car, mean for this, and manually replace it. Okay, this is the method we will do. In case of scale data, when the missing frequency is there, some people say you should replace it by the neutral value. One school of thought says replace it by the neutral value. Reason being, the person says neither agree nor disagree. The person has not replied. Had the person replied, the person would have said the same, neither this side nor that side. This is one neutral, but it can have its own problems. Other school of thought says replace by the series mean. Series means make a problem. Why it's make a problem? Because remember scale, there is a coding. Coding of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 means something, 2 means something. At times mean comes 2.33. 2.33 is nothing, because either 2 or 3. When you take frequency out of it, 2.33 is nothing. So that's a problem. So what you can do, you can replace it by series median. Instead of mean, you can replace by the series median. That's a complete number. That's one school of thought. It's okay.
Median, sir, you will use in ordinal scale data, no? Ordinal scale.
Scale is ordinal. So we'll take median, and it generally comes a complete.
And in series, mean you will use nominal this one.
Only the ratio.
Ratio scale.
Where the origin is fixed.
And in category also only the ratio scale.
In
category.
Category only in the ratio scale.
Only ratio.
Right. Absolutely right. Mean. Now one other point is, generally neither we take the series mean nor series median. We take mean or median of nearby points. This is another school of thought. What it means? Since scale data we generally employ in case of HR, behavior